The following program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now it's time for the Sports Brawl. Without any further ado, here are your hosts, Cece and Keith.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Sports Bras, the number one podcast in Rendon, Texas, number three, and Louisville. I am, of course, your host, Cece, always alongside with my buddy Keith. And Keith,
How's it?
what a day we had yesterday. We'll get right into that here in just a second. Wanted to thank you all, everybody who tune in and watch the show. Even though you don't watch it live, but you still watch it on our social media. 256 views on our fantasy football draft episode last week. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Hopefully you took some pointers. And I know
what not to do.
on well, there's still some drafts going on. I think some people are doing some drafts today, so maybe they wrote down some notes from our episode. But of course, we are here on a Sunday morning, which means the unofficial drink of the Sports Bras, Monster Energy. I had the Rehab Peach.
I have the green kerosene.
You have the green kerosene. Wow. Football is officially back, my friend.
Yeah, buddy.
It is officially back. We started yesterday college football with, I don't know if many people saw it on our Facebook. We went live a couple times. Me and Keith, went to the TCU Colorado game. And I tell you what, that crowd was live. And it was a damn good game. They actually broke the attendance record at Amon G. Carter with over 53,000 fans in attendance.
I believe it because when we were walking in with the crowds, there was a lot of people there.
A lot of people there. And
Horned up frogs there.
Shout out to the Horned Frog Nation out there. You guys did show up. But unfortunately,
Except for the team.
Well, I mean, you say the team, but they held in there. Now, if it's one of those deals, if it's one of those,
held in there.
they held it, yeah.
Against a team that they were supposed to win by 21 points
Listen,
against,
a
they
lot
held
of
in there.
Let's get into it.
They held in there.
Yes, we are, of course, talking about college football is officially back. Let's get right into the ones that we attended to yesterday, where the Colorado Buffaloes defeated number 17 TCU 45-42. Deion Sanders. And what is that? What are you doing?
This is Deion's foot.
Good God, man. Leave that man's toes alone.
Hey, man, he's got his team ready yesterday.
He did get his team ready.
Oh, my goodness.
His son, man. Holy cow.
legit.
He's
Which
legit.
one?
The quarterback.
Which one? Okay, I thought maybe the defensive player as well.
500
They all fall out.
535 yards passing, 4 touchdowns.
Hey, did it with this thing right here.
Yeah.
Not with this. He did it with this.
Yeah, he did it with his arm.
And if people think that he's going to be the same athlete that Deion is, he might be, but he didn't have to show it with the legs yesterday.
No.
That arm looked just
That
fine.
arm
man.
is accurate. He has got an accurate arm on him. And, Colorado's here to stay. As Deion said, all offseason, we coming. And they came. Wait, what? But they showed up, and they defeated TCU. Like I said, 45-42. Other scores around the college football world. Number 1, Georgia defeats Tennessee Martin 48-7. Such a close game. Michigan defeats East Carolina 30-3. Ohio State defeats Indiana 23-3. I told you they weren't going to cover that. I think Ohio State was favored by what?
30.
30. Yeah.
30, and they won by 20.
Alabama defeats Middle Tennessee 56-7. USC defeats Nevada 66-14. Penn State in a very good game against West Virginia defeats them.
That game.
Yeah, that was a good game. Micah Parson showed up in attendance, beating the drum for his alma mater, Penn State. They defeat West Virginia 38-15. Washington defeats Boise State 56-19. Texas defeats Rice 37-10. Tennessee defeats Virginia 49-13. Notre Dame defeats Tennessee State 56-3. Utah on Thursday defeats Florida 24-11. Oregon, the Ducks, defeats Portland State 81-7.
Don't forget, Texas State raped Baylor.
Wait. You got to let me do this. I had it. Jesus. Kansas State defeats Southeast Missouri 45-0. Wisconsin defeats Buffalo 38-17. Not the Bills. Oklahoma paid Arkansas State to come to Norman $1.3 million to get beat 73-0. UNC Mac Brown gets a career win number 100. As he said, if we have the ball at the end of the game and we're up, we will win this game. And they did against South Carolina 31-17. Ole Miss defeats Mercer 73-7. Texas A&M defeats New Mexico 52-10. Tulane defeats South Alabama 37-17. Iowa defeats Utah State 24-17. And yes, Texas State goes into Waco and defeats Baylor 42-31. They were a 26.5 underdog going into this game, and they went in there and beat Baylor, defeating Baylor, and that is Texas State's first win against a major college team since they started Division II college football in 19. When did they start? 98, I believe.
How embarrassing.
But we do have some games today as well, college football. We have Northwestern versus Rutgers. Rutgers is a 6.5 point favorite on this one. Oregon State is taking on San Jose State. The over-under on this one is going to be 55.5. And then the big main event today. Number 8, Florida State taking on number 5, LSU. LSU is 2.5 point favorite. What do you think on that?
I think I like that matchup. That should be a good game. But
That's going to be a really good game. Remember last year it was determined by a blocked field goal.
Yeah, I remember that actually, yeah.
So it's going to be a very close game. If it's going to be anything like it was last week or last year, it's going to be a really good game. I do have some early spreads if you want to get into next week's game.
Let me throw out the picks on these on 2 or 3 of those college games. I mean, if I was going to throw something out there today, I think I'd do a little 6-team action, man. I think I would throw out Northwestern plus the points and the under. The over-under is only 39 in that game, so it's going to be low. So chances are Rutgers don't cover that point spread. I like Northwestern.
You would take the under on that?
I'll take the under. I know it seems crazy, but I think it's going to be that low of a scoring game. There's going to be a defensive battle, and I think that the team that wins is going to win by 3 or 4 points, not 6. So give me the points with Northwestern. And a risky play is the under, but I like it. And then at Oregon State and San Jose State game, I like Oregon State and the over in that game.
55.5.
I like the over, and I think they're plus 16 or something, or minus 16, I mean.
Yeah.
And then in the tonight game, this is the toughest game to pick today because I don't know what they're seeing in Florida State that I'm missing here. Because Florida State, did they get a bunch of great recruits this offseason or something? Because
they're ranked pretty high up there, so they must have got a really good class. Yeah.
But LSU is only minus 1.5 or on the spread I'm looking. He said 2.5.
I got 2.5 on mine. Yeah, it must have went down.
I really like LSU, and I think I would take the under in that game. I think it's going to be more defense than
What's the
people
over-under on that?
anticipate. 56.5.
Oh yeah, I would
It's not.
I would actually take the over on that.
I know you would. And that's why I'm arguing for the under, because I think when it's all leaning one way, and anybody that looks at it can say, "Oh, that's going over," it usually goes the opposite. So my gut tells me over, but my money tells me under. So again, I'll take Northwestern and the under, Oregon State and the over, and I would take LSU minus that 2.5 and the under at 56.5. Just a little parlay you can throw out there, a little Sunday afternoon delight. So
anybody wants to put in a little parlay for next week's game, I got a couple here already. And we go back to Colorado. Nebraska is going to be at Colorado next week, and Colorado is already favored 1.5.
I think Colorado goes on a run.
They're in the Pac-12. It's going to be a tough schedule for them, dude. They got to go against USC. They got to go against Oregon. They got to go against Washington.
But they got a tough win yesterday out of the way, bro. And we watched it. You were physically there. I was there. We watched the way that they meticulously moved the ball against TCU.
Not only meticulously moved the ball, but completely destroyed and dominate TCU. I'm sorry. I'm a TCU fan, and I know when I see a dominant team, even though the scoreboard says they only won by 3,
don't let it fool you.
Don't let it fool you. We watched it in person. They were in control of that game.
Bro. They were picking up 4 yards on first down every time. The corners were playing like 5 to 6 yards off the receivers. They were doing quick screens the entire day, and it worked. And then, credit when credit's due, TCU probably could have won that game. The 2 red zone turnovers yesterday were huge.
That was huge.
The picks in the end zone twice, dude. You cannot have that, man. Like, that's not how you win. If you're going to be somebody in this league, you can't make those mistakes, and that was costly. In Colorado, they held on to the ball. They didn't make any big mistakes. Deion had his guys up. The hype train was real. I think Colorado keeps this thing rolling next week, man.
Against the Martinez boys.
I think it's hard for me to bet against the Martinez boys. I don't know which one of the Martinez boys is starting, but
I think it's like the 6th youngest.
6th generation?
Yeah, 6th generation. So Colorado is favored by 1.5. Notre Dame is going to take on NC State next week. Notre Dame is favored by 7.5. If you want to, I don't know about this one. I'm kind of weary on this one because it's such a big spread here. But UNLV goes to the Big House in Michigan, and Michigan is favored by 38.5.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I think they cover it.
A really good matchup next week is Iowa going against Iowa State. You know, that's a good rival game. Iowa's favored by 3.5. Now this one here, I'm going to say this right now, and your wife's not around, is she?
No, she can't hear it.
SMU is going to Norman to take on Oklahoma. Oklahoma's favored by 14.
They covered that. Wow, really?
Give me SMU.
Really?
Yes.
Look, man, you know how my feelings are towards Oklahoma, but they're way better than SMU. They're on two different planes. They're on 2 different planes.
SMU is pretty solid this year, dude.
Doesn't matter. Oklahoma rolls them, bro.
The big main event for next week, Texas at Alabama.
Yeah, this is where Texas will suffer their first loss of the season.
Alabama's only favored by 7.
Because Texas, what they did yesterday, and the hype have been around them the entire offseason, there's high expectations for this Longhorn team, man. I don't see it personally, but hey, it's early in the season. If they could reel off a win against Alabama, that could do wonders for their season. I just don't know that they can hang with that.
Before we get back and do some more spreads in the NFL, I want to go back to Deion's post game when they defeated
much better than this. You said all along, we come in. This team is here, and wow, did you impress? How proud are you?
Thank you, Jesus. I'm so thankful right now. My son, man. My part right here. My son, my other son. Yeah. Bro, man, I'm loving these kids. Rick George for giving me this opportunity, man. This is a blessing. Everybody, Buff Nation who supported us, and all the hood that had my back. I thank y'all. God, this is good.
Yeah.
He is very pumped for sure.
I like that, man.
Yeah, he's very
How do you not cheer for that?
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you do cheer for
it.
You have to. Before we get to the NFL picks and spreads, because this is going to be good. I want to play Skip Bayless, man.
Oh God.
God almighty. You talk about a man that is out of touch, I would say.
Fucking Skip Bayless.
So he, we all know the controversy last year. Shannon Sharpley is undisputed. Couldn't probably, the truth is he couldn't handle Skip, but a lot of people are going to say, oh, they're on good terms, but let's be honest, Skip is Skip. And so Skip introduces his new crew to the Undisputed.
His dream team.
His dream team. Listen to this crap.
I can't stand Skip.
I want to call out the middleweight champion.
Wait.
That's a big fight. It's an exciting fight.
What is it?
Oh, Skip's getting into a fight?
No. Skip's not getting into the fight.
We're having some technical difficulties.
We're having some technical difficulties. Let's see. Let's see if this will work. Here we go.
The time has come to introduce my dream team.
Nah!
First up, he was one of the biggest talkers and smartest players ever. Super Bowl champion with the Seattle Seahawks.
My dream team.
Famous member of the all-time great Legion of Boom. 3-time first team All-Pro. 5-time Pro Bowler. Yet he's best known for putting me in my place 11 years ago on ESPN. Wait, that's not right. I'm writing this stuff.
You are Skip. You're writing this
stuff.
stuff.
Stanford, Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman!
Come on now.
How does it feel, brother?
Skip!
Richard!
Come on now. Here we go. Come on.
My trade.
Oh my God, that's so awkward handshake. So they go in like this, and then Skip's like,
Yeah,
brother.
And I got you.
You got me.
Next up, he was only the third receiver ever and the last receiver ever to be selected #1 overall in the draft in 1996 by the Jets. He won a Super Bowl with the Bucs in spite of John Gruden. Shadow of USC right here in LA. He starred for the Trojans. And he is an insufferable USC and Lakers fan. Oh no, another LeBron lover. The title of the book he once wrote was Just Give Me the Damn Ball. Well, I'm about to. Here is Keyshawn Johnson.
Here's Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh God.
What's up, sir?
Hello, my brother.
What's up, my brother?
Yes, sir.
A lot different than what they think it was, I'm sure.
And Skip's got a chain on, by the way.
And last,
Skip's got this
but
chain.
definitely
He's
not
got like a black
As
turtleneck.
I've said many times,
And,
I believe
he's got
this
this
man
chain.
was the
It's just-
greatest receiver ever. He was the leader, the rocket fuel of Dallas Cowboy team.
He's a playmaker.
3 Super Bowls. Never has there ever been a more fitting nickname, the Playmaker. When it was time to play 88
Pull out that
plays,
Gertie
trust me,
meter.
I was there.
Now
He's about to make a whole bunch more plays right here on the new
I was busy
Undisputed.
calling Troy Aikman a homosexual.
And Big D, Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin! God, he is like...
Hey, I am here now.
Okay.
Good to be home.
So,
Good to be home.
So there's the introduction, right? Okay. So I told you yesterday, I said, I think these three are on the same team. And I think what they're doing is trying to scoot out the old mans so they can have their own show. Here's a perfect example. Skip can't even get, huh?
So if they kick him off, who's going to write the content?
Anybody can write that content. We can write that content. Shit. But look, here's an example.
He plays the way that he was.
Skip can't even get a damn
drafted.
word in his own show. Watch this.
You have seen nothing to indicate that is very Michael. That is true. You have seen nothing. But let's not say it's not a threat because it's not true.
Let's deal in facts. Let's deal in
Skip
facts. We're
just
gonna deal in
sitting back.
facts. They can't get out of Dak's deal
I'm
anytime
scared.
soon.
I'm
Trey Lance is
scared.
on the first round
If I say
contract
something,
in
they
2
may
years.
jump me.
They're gonna have that option to bring up. They're not. They're not bringing up the option. They're not accepting his option. They're not gonna pick up his option if he's not the starter. So he got 2 years. You got 2 years. You're talking about a 4-year plan. You got 2. You got 2 to make a decision on Trey Lance before you got to pay him big time money. And you're not paying him big time money if he's not the starter. So Dak in 2 years still has $36 million in dead money. So if you want to get rid of Dak in 2 years in 2025, then you gotta cut him and eat
Here come Michael.
$36 million.
It's not about
One
getting rid of him.
second. What you gonna keep him? You gonna hold on to him while somebody else starts? You are
Crabtree.
Hold on to him.
when somebody else is starting.
Here comes Michael.
Okay, so if nobody else is starting but Dak, then what are we talking about here?
We're
Skip is in the background.
In 2 years, him getting backup to be the backup to Dak Prescott by Cooper Rush goes and get a deal because he deserves it. That's what we're talking about happening. So we're going to take 2 years to train him because Cooper Rush deal is up in 2 years. We're going to take 2 years to train him to be the backup to Dak. And then those next 2 years, he's going to try to train and become a starter. You don't need to go to Drew Brees or anyone else. Dak Prescott can go to his own situation. He came in and took that job from Tony Romo when Tony Romo got hurt. But now, wait. But Dak Prescott came right in and showed he can win right away. Trey Lance hadn't shown you anything that he can win in this league anywhere.
Hey, all the cool, man. Richard Sherman's in tune with the game, bro.
Oh yeah, he's very.
He's the one that's most. He's the one that's most fresh from his playing days.
Like, yeah, he's that Legion of Boom defense was
unreal,
and he was the leader of that group. He was the leader of that group, and so he knew the plays. He knew he psychologically knew the game of the NFL. So he's a very smart man. And you could tell, like, even though, you know, he could be a little thuggish on the field, but I mean, he's very smart, very, very smart. And I think that was a really good pickup because a lot of people, you know, when they said Richard Sherman's going to be with Skip Bayless, you know, they're automatically thinking Richard Sherman ain't going to play around. He's going to go in there and choke Skip Bayless out. But he's beating Skip Bayless with his mind, you know. Yeah. In that whole clip, it's like Skip Bayless couldn't even say a word. So I think the three of them, which they're great, man. I love Michael Irvin's passion, and I love Richard Sherman knowledge, and also Keyshawn can go in there too. Those three could easily push Skip out, and I think that's what they're doing. I just really think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of appears that way, but look, those guys, like you just named, are all legit, and I will take their opinion over Skip's any day of the week. They played the game. Yeah. They were there. Richard Sherman's fresh off playing the game. Mm-hmm. And those other two receivers, they know what they're talking about, bro. There's a reason why they had success in the league. Like, I trust their opinions on these things. So, but what they're saying about Trey Lance is true. I'm buying it, man. Like, I'm buying it.
My dream team.
I Skip Bayless. Fuck Skip Bayless.
You stupid.
You stupid Skip. Take that stupid turtleneck off. It's a fucking 110 degrees.
All right, here we go.
That's right.
That's right. The NFL is back. It's tremendous. I'm so happy.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
I love this song. Really gets a good groove. I'm going to use this song on my next campaign.
I do the double jerk off. What I call it. That's right. It's football.
It's football time. Let's get into this. So we got some covers and we got the over-unders, or we got the spread and over-unders here for week 1 of the NFL. So if you guys want to make a bet out there, listen on this segment right here. So we're going to start off with the kickoff on Thursday when the Detroit Lions head to Arrowhead to take off the defending Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are favorite right now at 6.5 points.
Let's hear your take on it first, because you did say earlier in the month you were feeling the Lions a little bit.
Here's what I'm saying. All right, so the whole hype is going to be around, obviously, the banner, the celebration of their Super Bowl. And we all know how, I mean, the past 3 years when the NFL would open up in the Super Bowl champions' hometown, they struggle a little bit on the first half. And it's all because of the celebration, the yoo-ha, the blah, 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 the banner raise, the fireworks, all that jazz. And then they come out and they totally just suck it up.
Yep.
To me, I think the Lions are going to take the full advantage of this, and they will be up at halftime. That's right. You heard me. The Lions will be up at halftime. And I believe that the Chiefs will end up winning, but they will not win by 6.5. I think they win by a field goal. Your take.
Wow. That is a hot take. I was actually thinking you would not back up what you've been saying. I kind of thought you would say, well, Lions will play good in the first half, but Chiefs will run away with it. I'm surprised with your pick.
Chiefs got to catch up. That's the issue.
The Chiefs last year were not very good against the spread.
No.
They won a lot of games, but they didn't cover a lot of games. So I understand your thinking on this. In this case, though, the hype around it, I think that the Chiefs come out and they dominate this game. I think they cover easily in this game. I like the Chiefs minus 6.5.
Woo!
I like it a lot, actually. That's probably one of my top plays of the week.
And let's see, the over-under on this game is 54.
I think it goes way over.
I do too.
But in the NFL, that's actually extremely high over-under. But with it being the season opener,
and it's the Chiefs,
but they could struggle. Both teams offensively could struggle because they didn't play their starters a ton in preseason. So might take a few quarters to get the points up on the board. So give me the Chiefs in the under in this game. Give me the Chiefs in the under in this game.
I like the Chiefs. Well, I mean, I like the Lions to cover, and I like the over. I like the over. I think the Lions are, like I said, they're going to come out. I think the Lions are going to come out and have a 2-touchdown lead at halftime. And I think the Chiefs are going to come back because the Chiefs are known as a second-half team. They usually do come back a lot. And I think this is going to be another one. I think they're just not going to be somewhat prepared as the Lions. I think the Lions are going to go in here and thinking like, hey, this is our year. Like the division is pretty much ours. With Aaron Rodgers gone, no one knows what the Bears are going to be like. You got Minnesota, but that's Minnesota. They could do 10-game win season, but they'll suck it up at the end. Just because unfortunately they're just Minnesota. So Detroit knows like, hey, we ain't been to a playoff game since 1998.
Yeah.
We haven't won a playoff game. Actually, no, take that back. We haven't won a playoff game since 1993 when they defeated the Dallas Cowboys, if you remember
Barry Sanders, bro.
Yeah, Barry Sanders. Or no, that was 91, actually. Yeah, I'm getting my years mixed up. But anywho, they haven't won a playoff game since 91. A lot of hype is around this Lions team as being perhaps the favorites to win the North. So to go into Kansas City with all the hype, with all the Super Bowl celebration, with all the banner raising and everything, fireworks, yeah, woohoo, we're the champs. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Lions go in there and get a touchdown on the opening drive.
I mean that they could, that could definitely happen, but I don't see them hanging around in this game. I think the Chiefs show you exactly who they are and why they're going to be the best team in the league again this season. I like the Chiefs to win this game big, and I'm taking the under.
All right, there we go. Well, we got some more here. Starting on Sunday, we got the Cardinals. I was looking at this one. The Cardinals at the Washington Commanders. Commanders.
Wow.
Commanders are favored at 7 because Kyler Murray's not playing.
They haven't even announced who their starting quarterback is.
Kyler Murray's not playing. They put him on the PUP list, so he's out at least 4 weeks.
You know what's crazy, man? I hate to say this because we did like the guy when he was in college, but Cliff Kingsbury is not a good coach.
No, Cliff Kingsbury's not even coaching.
Oh, who's their coach then?
I have no idea, but it ain't Cliff Kingsbury. Okay. Cliff Kingsbury is actually the offensive coordinator now back at USC.
Okay, so the thing I was going to go with Cliff Kingsbury though, he did not help them get like to the next level. You know what I'm saying? He had talent last year, but it's like he just wasted it all away. And it feels like to me, after him leaving, they're in a rebuild. They're 100% in a rebuild. They're not going to be competitive this season. They're not going to win very many games this season. Murray probably isn't going to play for them this season. So I think he left a freaking disaster in the wake of him being there and leaving. I blame him for any issues they have this season. I don't even know who the head coach is, but I'm telling you right now, Washington, very well could win this game by 21 points.
Yeah, they're favored by 7. The over-under is 38.5.
Washington's going to be trash too, but they always have a pretty good defense. So I think it's a low-scoring game, but for them to cover by 7 and stay under the 38.5, that's going to be tough. So I would say give me Washington in the under. I think it's going to fall just right in that 17-7 type score. That's what I'm looking at. So
I like it. Bengals open up their season in Cleveland against the Browns.
Only minus 2.5.
Only -2.5. Yep. They think the Browns are going to be a really good. Yeah. Cincinnati's 2.5 favorite. The over/under is, let me see.
48.
What is it?
48.
Yeah, 48.
I see it over.
I can see it going under, dude. I can see it going under. I can see it going under 48, just a little bit under 48. I think the Bengals will win this game, though.
Well,
I think they got it. I think they almost got it almost on the dot, bro. I think Cincinnati's going to win this by a field goal.
See, I disagree. I think Cincinnati wins this by more than a field goal. But the thing is, last year, remember, Cincinnati, the first 5 games of the season, boy, they struggled, bro. Yeah. They struggled bad to get things rolling. So I don't think they had that same issue this year. That Cleveland team might be a little bit better than people are expecting, but I like Cincinnati to win this game convincingly, and I kind of like the over at like about 49, 50 points. It's a high-scoring game. I think Deshaun Watson, first full season with Cleveland, they got a decent running game. They picked up Elijah Moore this offseason. I think they have some talent, so we'll be all surprised if Cleveland hangs around. But I think Cincinnati wins this by 7 to 10 points.
He's gone to some massage parlors in Cleveland. And,
yes, I got what I heard.
Yep. All right. Next, 49ers go to Pittsburgh, take on the Steelers. 49ers are 2.5 point favorite. What do you have in this one?
Got Pittsburgh in the under. I got Pittsburgh in the under.
You got Pittsburgh in the under. What's the over-under?
The over-under is set at 41.
41.
Ooh. I like the under. I think two hard-nosed
You like
defensive
Pittsburgh
teams.
in this one, huh?
I like Pittsburgh to win that division this season, bro.
Wow.
Call me
over
crazy,
Baltimore.
Over Baltimore.
Wow.
Yes.
Over Cincinnati.
Over Cincinnati, yes.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now, I know it sounds stupid. I know it does. But, dude, Pittsburgh is ready to break out, bro. I'm telling you, they always have a top 5 defense, and they're going to have it this year too. Kenny Pickett is going to play lights out this season. Najee Harris will be back to his form where he didn't have a line last year. They helped beef that line up during the offseason. You still got Deontay on the outside. You got George Pickens. You got Freiermuth at tight end. They got talent all around this kid Pickett. And not only that, but the guy can run. I think Pittsburgh's going to have a really good season. And I'm not, and they got a running back. And they got a quarterback. And he can pass it. Yeah! I really think Pittsburgh's going to be good this season.
Okay.
So is San Fran, though. But I think to open the season out, Pittsburgh gets away with a tight one here and end up winning this game.
And we don't know what Brock Purdy's going to bring. Even though they say he's healthy, I mean, coming off an injury like that, you don't know what the arm is going to be like when you get back in there physically and play an actual contact game.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There is a Shanahan scheme. Shanahan's scheme works for whoever he plugs in.
Yeah. Tampa Bay Buccaneers go to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. That is, Vikings are a 6-point favorite. Give me the Vikings because it's Baker Mayfield. No, it's not.
It is. You think Minnesota's just going to roll over them, but I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I understand who it is. I don't think that Tampa's going to win the game. I just don't think that defense is going to allow them to get beat down by Minnesota. But then again, it is Tampa Bay and it is Baker Mayfield. So I'll
over under on Baker's interceptions.
Give me the over at 2.5.
Over under on Baker underthrown passes.
I'll give me the over on 11. Yeah, this is one of those games that I'd probably stay away because I think that when people wake up Sunday morning and see that Minnesota's only favored by 6 against that sorry Tampa team, people are going to jump all over that and think Minnesota's the easy pick of the week.
Right.
Honestly, I'm actually taking Tampa Bay plus the points in this game.
Man, that's ballsy. I don't know, man.
It's not though. It's not, bro.
Baker.
Like it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like I said, Tampa Bay's defense will keep them in the game a little bit, man. You'll see. You'll see, because Minnesota will not. Minnesota may not play all that great, bro. I don't think they're that. I don't think that they're that good.
Baker's number one fan.
Hey, muscly arm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Tennessee goes into New Orleans to take on the Saints. Saints are a 3-point favorite.
I like the Saints to win
I do
this
too,
game.
man. Saints are going to be. I think the Saints are going to be the favorite out of that South.
I think the Saints are going to be good this year.
And I'm saying this. Derek Carr's going to have a resurgent season this year.
I'm with you 100%.
I think he is going to have a hell of a season.
Dude, they have a top 5 defense every season. Last year, their record doesn't show it, but do you know last year that defense kept them in 85 to 90% of the games they played. The defense held the teams under 13, but the offense could do nothing. The offense struggled, man. They couldn't get Kamara going. They couldn't get the passing game going. They needed to make a change. They got Derek Carr. A lot of people think he's washed. He ain't that good. I think he's a decent quarterback. I think he's going to have a decent season, and I think as long as they get Kamara back 100% healthy, Jamal Williams can do his damn thing. They got 2 tight ends that can go off. And let me tell you right now, I'm going to say it right now on the show. I want it to be known to everybody. Before the season is over, Jimmy Graham will be the starting tight end for that New Orleans Saints team, and he is going to have a dominant season again for that New Orleans Saints. I know they have Juwan Johnson. They have Juwan Johnson, who's a damn good tight end. Jimmy Graham regains that position. He's back after being out for a season. Watch it. You heard it here
he
first.
had the medical he was lost. Like,
I know it. He's back, bro. I'm telling you, he has not lost a step, bro.
So what's going on with this medical issue that he had? That they had to go find him because he didn't know where he's at. That's CTE, bro. Like you think someone like that doesn't know where they're at and they have to get the police to come get him? I mean, Grant, I hope he's okay, and it sounds like he is. But I mean, when you have a medical issue like that, and people are looking for you, and you don't know where you are, that's issues, bro. And then you're gonna strap the helmet on and go out and play.
Listen,
I don't know. Man.
He's not Antonio Brown. He's all right, bro.
And let's not forget about Kamara's situation.
What? Hey, man, he was upset, bro. He's allowed to smack somebody every once in a while. Look, Kamara is still a legit running back.
He is, but he's got to stay away from the casinos.
Well, look, man, they all have issues, bro. Let's just talk about on paper that Saints team. I think is going to win that division.
I do too. They just got to
easily
just got to keep everybody intact. Like
Carolina's a scary team, though.
Carolina is scary. Speaking of Carolina here, they take on the Falcons, and the Falcons are actually favored by 3.5.
Give me Carolina plus the points.
You like Bryce Young, huh?
I don't like Bryce Young, but I like him better than that Atlanta team.
Woo.
What on that Atlanta team scares you?
Bijan Robinson.
Okay, you stop the running game. Who's their quarterback? Riddler?
Mm-hmm.
That scares you?
They still no, because they don't have
Carolina
anymore.
Carolina wins this game,
okay.
bro.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Texans go to Baltimore and they face the Ravens. The biggest spread of the week. Ravens are favored by 10.
10 points. I think they are giving Houston no love whatsoever.
CJ Stroud is going to be a huge bust for the Texans, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, not so fast. I don't completely agree with that. I really don't. And honestly, if he struggles bad for the first few weeks, don't be at all surprised to see them throw Davis Mills back out there. Why ruin this guy, CJ Stroud? Why ruin him his first season and make it's the Ryan Leaf effect, man. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Let him get a little time watching these other guys get lit up, you know? Like, I don't know. I still think Houston is a decent team, but I do think Baltimore convincingly wins this game. But 10 is a lot. 10 is a lot in the NFL. We both know this. That's a lot of freaking points. So you're going to think I'm crazy. You're going to think I'm crazy. You know how I feel about points. Give me Houston plus the 10. Okay. I like Baltimore to win this game. I like Houston to not win. I know it sounds ridiculous. Houston, you remember last year on our show, every week, what team did I take every week because they were always getting points?
Houston.
And how many times was I wrong about that?
10. They were 1 in 10.
I got that one right, though.
You got that one right. Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars go to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Jags are favored by 5. Anthony Richardson, man.
No running back.
I know, Jonathan Taylor. Oof.
I don't even really know what to expect from this Colts team. They were a great defense.
I don't
last
either
year.
because I'm a little worried about this bickering back and forth between Irsay and Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. And you got one saying
I broke my back.
And the other one saying you're full of S, pretty much. Yeah. Get in there and play. And I don't know, man. That's a weird situation.
I hate this line. I hate this game, and I hate this line.
Jaguars are going to be really good too this year, man.
I know that's the thing. Is the Jags?
They were this close to taking out the Chiefs. Yeah.
But the thing about it, man, is all these teams are going to start off a little slow. Every one of them are. I don't care what anybody says. They're going to all start out a little slow. So the overs this weekend are going to be kind of tough for these teams to hit.
Right. Yeah.
So I do like the under in that game a lot. As far as the spread goes, clearly I think we can all come to an agreement. Jacksonville should single-handedly win this game and cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Colts defense is scary. And Anthony Richardson is
even though he doesn't have a running back, he's still
who knows what to expect.
Exactly.
I think like we both talked about it. I think we both can agree Anthony Richardson has the potential to be a great player in this league, but
I drafted him.
I know you did, and I don't know why, because I don't know. No, I think he's going to be great, but I don't know that he's going to put numbers up. I think he's going to be more of a scrappy Jacoby Brissett type quarterback.
Oh, Jacoby Brissett.
Well, with better running skills, of course. I'm not saying that he's going to be immobile and can't get out of the pocket. I'm just saying he reminds me a lot of Jacoby Brissett. Same size, same build. I just think that he'll be similar to that, but I don't think the Colts have what it takes to beat this Jags team. So give me the Jags minus the 5 and give me the under in that game. I like the under a lot in that game.
All right. Packers go to Chicago, take on the Bears right off the bat. And the Bears are favored by 1.
I'll tell you right now. I know we were talking about that division earlier, and you were saying you felt like the Lions, it was open for them to take, right?
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. I think the Chicago Bears is a team to beat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what the Bears are going to bring. I mean, they do have a hell of a quarterback in Justin Fields, but I mean, you got to remember they only won 3 games last year.
I know it.
So from to flip that into a division winner, that's a lot of turnaround to do.
Instead of division winners, let's focus on just this first game, and let me throw this at you real quick. Do you want Jordan Love or Justin Fields?
Justin Fields.
Then give me Justin Fields and give me that Bears team to easily cover a 1-point spread. I think they win that game easily. Although Green Bay's defense, still really good defense.
Yeah.
Really good defense. And Jordan Love, though, no.
He's the X factor. We don't know what he's going to bring. So I don't know, man. It just depends. Dolphins go to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers.
This is a tough game.
Tua Breda and the Chargers. Chargers are favored by 3.
That's the toughest game to pick, I think, this week. I really do. I don't really have a solid pick. If we were sitting here and if there's 12 games going on this weekend and we want to do a 12-team parlay, we're going to have to make it into an 11-team because I can't pick this winner.
You're starting to piss me off.
No, I'm sorry, but if I absolutely had to choose who I think is going to win this, give me Miami plus the 3.
Yeah, but I like that. Tua, bro.
I think they're better. I think they're better than the Chargers. I think Chargers are going to be good, but boy, it's a tough pick, bro. I'd stay away, but if I absolutely had to take it, give me Miami and the over at 51.
Get your fat ass back here.
Eagles go to New England to take on the Patriots.
Your favorite team.
Eagles are 3.5-point favorite. Give me the Eagles. I think they pretty much handle the Patriots 3.5. Your take?
I think that's the most obvious pick of the weekend.
I win in your face.
Which is exactly why give me New England plus the 3.5. I don't trust the games that look super obvious. As long as me and you have been betting on games together, bro, how many times we woke up on a Sunday morning and said, oh, that's a clear winner. Oh, they should easily win that game. Oh, I'm definitely taking this team, man. They're going to blow them out. And then what happens? It's always the opposite. Don't let those lines fool you. Yes, I know the Eagles are a good team, but give me the Patriots plus 3.5. I want the Eagles to win this game. 24-21 Eagles.
All right. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Of course you would say that.
Raiders take on the Sean Payton, Russell Wilson Broncos. Raiders pretty much a dumpster fire, but Jimmy G is starting, and they're going to take on the brand new Sean Payton led Denver Broncos. Broncos are favored by 4.
Say what?
I have no idea.
Bronco Nation.
That's right.
That's right.
What are you liking this?
Oh man, it's so. See, this is why I hate week 1, man, because you don't have a perspective of what these teams are. We don't know what a Sean Payton-led offense with Russell Wilson is going to look like. So to start off at week 1 with a 4-point spread against a Raiders team that, you know, they have had their troubles in the offseason, but they still have Josh Jacobs. They do have Jimmy Garoppolo, who last I checked, he always wins, right?
He does. He does.
So I'm going on a limb here.
I'll take them with you.
And I'm going to take the Raiders to take over the Broncos. Yeah.
Give me the 4. I'm with you. I'm riding with you on that one, bro.
Because Jimmy G, man, all he does is.
Hey, give me the over in that game at 44 too.
44,
I think it's gonna be
yeah.
back and forth, back and forth. I think the Broncos actually win this game, but I think they win it by 1 or 2 points.
Is that the lock of the week?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to.
No, the lock of the week is coming up.
Okay. Rams at Seattle. Seattle, a 5-point favorite over the Rams.
Stupid.
They're still riding high on that Geno Smith run that he did last year. Man.
So, bro, come on.
It's
Give me the Rams.
Matthew Stafford?
Give me the Rams.
Oof. Okay.
Seattle, bro. I know that they went on a little run last year. You think Geno Smith's going to replicate what he did last year? I don't think so.
Okay. The main
lock of the week.
Whoa. Is that your lock of the week?
This one coming up.
Oh, okay. Here we go. The main event, Sunday night. The Dallas Cowboys going to the Meadowlands to take on Daniel Jones and the Giants. The Cowboys are 3.5-point favorite.
Say what?
Blowout.
By who?
By the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God, you homer.
No, it has nothing to do with the homer. It has to do with the fact
the
that
offense hasn't played a snap.
Doesn't matter. They dominate this game against the Giants and win big to open the season up. To put all the haters and all the suspicions to quiet that they didn't play the starters at all in preseason. They come out hot and they beat the shit out of the Giants. Give me the Cowboys big lock of the week.
Wow. Lock of the week. Huh?
Hold up. I like it.
Oof. Here's what I'm worried about. Like I said, not one snap in the preseason.
Okay. They're professionals.
Giants still have, even though a lot of people make fun of him, he's still a good quarterback. Daniel Jones. He is. Daniel Jones is a really decent quarterback. Saquon Barkley is still their running back. I don't think the Cowboys blow them out. And I don't think I'll put it to you this way. I'm going to say this right now. I think the Giants beat the Cowboys on Sunday night.
Fucking asshole.
I think they do.
I think you're way off.
Get some help.
I think they do. I think Dak has a terrible game, and I think this brings on the Trey Lance fucking controversy even more.
Oh God, here we go.
And I think that's what Jerry wants, though, man. You know that. You know that. That's what he wants. He wants controversy.
There we go.
He wants controversy, man. That's what he wants. So, what better way to have Dak Prescott come in there cold as ice and play a shit game and lose to the Giants of all teams to open up a season? I say the Giants are going to win this by a field goal.
I think you're wrong.
I think the Giants are going to win this by a field goal.
I think you're way wrong on this one.
And I think this is going to start the fire of the Trey Lance, Dak Prescott controversy, dude. I think Dak's going to go in there cold as ice because he didn't play a damn snap in the preseason, bro. He didn't, and the defense is going to be cold too because guess what? They didn't play in the preseason either.
All right. I'm telling you, bro, it doesn't matter.
We were on here last week talking about how you have to get in there and get reputation.
Yeah, it would have been nice. I think they'll be rusty the first series.
Yeah, and that's going to cause them to fall behind, and they're not going to be able to catch up. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm putting it down right now. You talk about your lock of the week. Here's my lock of the week. The Giants are going to beat the Dallas Cowboys Sunday night.
You know what, bro?
That's my lock of the week. I'm sorry. You don't put your guys out there during the preseason to get that feel of the game that you've been laid off for 6 months now, and you think you could just go in there in an atmosphere like the Meadowlands on a national TV and think you can go in there and play like you've been playing yesterday. No. You're going to go in there cold as ice. You're going to go in there and make some dumb plays, and it's going to cost the game. I guarantee it. That's what the Cowboys do. That's what Mike McCarthy does. That's what Dak Prescott does. And I'm telling you right now, this season, the Dallas Cowboys are going to have one of the shittiest seasons in franchise history. Mark it down.
Holy shit. Are you okay?
Mark it down.
I think the Cowboys win this by 13 to 17 points, man.
Nope. They lose it by a field goal.
Okay. We'll see. I totally disagree with you, and I'd be happy to put a side wager on there if you'd like, because I've never seen you turn into such an Eagles and Giants fan overnight. Like, all you ever talk about is fly, Eagles, fly, and, G-Man. Every time we talk football now, I'd be like, hey, what do you think about the Cowboys receiving corps? Like, oh, it's okay, but have you seen the Giants?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen what the Eagles have done this season? Like, who are you?
I'm a realist.
Yeah,
I'm tired of being disappointed by the Cowboys because a lot of people put the Cowboys on this high pedestal and they always disappoint. And this is going to be another reason why they always disappoint, because they didn't play any starters in the preseason, and it's going to show Sunday night.
Okay, well, when they come out and beat the brakes off the Giants, they can say, "Hey, what is everybody saying about we didn't start our starters during preseason? What was that, you guys? I heard all the hype and
that guy at the sports bras. That guy, what's his name?
That wannabe Skip Bayless." Yeah, we heard what you said.
How dare you?
We heard what you said.
How dare you?
They're going to blow him out, bro.
Wannabe Skip Bayless. How dare you?
You wish. I got time to piss, man. I'm about to explode over here, bro.
Go ahead.
Jesus. Oh, my God.
Every day, every show, it's with this guy. I tell him, take a piss before we start. And here he goes again. Middle show. I guess he didn't like my cowboy take. Middle show, I gotta take a piss every time with this guy. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Here I am trying to do a sports podcast live for you people, and my damn co-host couldn't hold it in, even though he probably could have pissed in a bottle. You would never seen it on the camera, but no, he's got to go take a piss. Jeez. Oh, he's back. Okay. You ready now?
Ready, man. Now I can focus a little bit.
Now we can rip this Band-Aid off.
Oh God, is this Ranger talk? I'm so disappointed in them right now.
Bro, what?
They're falling apart.
What
missed the playoffs.
What has happened?
I told you, bro.
They lose again last night to the Minnesota Twins, 9-7. They're now 2 games back. Houston and Mariners still tied atop the West, but this losing streak is a kick in the nuts, man.
That's the way Ranger baseball go.
They have won 1 game in the last 7 games. I'm sorry, the last 8 games they have won 1 game.
It's not 7, it's 8. Yeah, they. I'm mad at myself for jumping on that bandwagon with you now.
Listen.
I am. I'm disappointed. I should have known. I should have stuck to my guts telling me that this team was going to fall apart as usual.
It's getting worse because it's announced that Max Scherzer is going to take some time off because he has tightness in his arm.
Well, it's because he's having to throw 8 innings every time he pitches to give us a chance.
Can't rely on the bullpen. The bullpen's a disaster, man. The bullpen cost us. The bullpen has cost us 6 of those 8 games.
What did we talk about? What did we talk about they needed to do at the trade deadline?
Everybody was excited with the Ronless Chapman, and he has come in. He started out great, but now he is just a bust, man.
He's done this everywhere he's pitched.
He is a bust.
He throws so fucking hard, man, but
Will Smith has lost his fucking touch.
G with it, man.
Leclerc needs to go back to the minors. He needs to go figure out what the hell. They need to trade him off. It's just.
For what?
A mascot?
Just give him away?
Yeah, a mascot.
I want my soda machine stocked for 2 seasons. Here's Leclerc and Chapman. Take them.
So they got the Twins today. They'll probably get swept again.
They probably get swept again.
Then here's the kicker. They get Houston Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
If this is going to be the nail in the coffin, just go ahead and end it now. Just put us out of our misery. It's so frustrating because they got so much talent on that team. And it almost has to be like the offense has run out of gas because they have put so many runs on the board. They ran out of gas. Seager is still consistent. I will give it to Seager, man. Even though we're down, that dude is still out there balling out. But Garcia got cold. Yeah, Garcia got cold. Jonah Heim got cold. Simeon is sort of balanced there.
They're all kind of cold, bro.
They're cold, man. They can't. So now we're relying on this bullpen to just come in, and they
blow it.
Thrown doo-doos.
They blow it.
They blow it, man. And if you're going into the postseason, you're going to have to rely on the bullpen because by the time the postseason comes around, they're going to be really close games. And you're going to have to rely on the bullpen to help you out and win the game. And if this bullpen goes into the postseason, we're getting swept.
Dude, they're not going to the postseason.
Yeah, we got to go to the postseason.
They keep this shit up right here. They're not going to the postseason. And honestly, it's the same thing we talk about in the NFL. We don't want our team to squeak in there because the team that squeaks in there usually gets eliminated in the first round.
Yeah.
This Rangers team went from looking like potentially the best team in majors to just looking like some scrubs that never should have been there. Did they overachieve this season? as far as the expectation goes, because no one laid the expectation on them to be the best team in baseball. They got to that point, and now they're regressing. I don't see them. I don't see them making it this year, bro. I hope they do.
These are, the poor Ranger fans, and myself included, just like, it's on.
Stop! He's already dead.
That's how we feel.
It's never ending, bro. It's never ending. Between the Cowboys and the Rangers, I get no sleep, man. I lay in bed and I stress over these things for some reason.
It's very stressful. So, yeah, the Rangers take on the Twins today to finish out that series, then take on Houston here for a 3-game series. And like I said, if somehow, some way, a miracle happens and they sweep Houston, they're right back in it, obviously. But honestly, I mean, it is Houston. They're just as bad of a team as we are right now. I don't know, man. It's almost like they got to take like a 2-week break, like just rest. But unfortunately, you're in the push for the postseason, and you can't just rest. You got to go in there and you gotta keep fighting. And I just think they're all tired, dude. I just think they're exhausted. You do this 162 game season, man, and it kills you, man. But that's what makes championships. That's what makes champions. Is you got to get past that tired point, especially in the back end of the season. Push it forward. That's what makes champions. And I don't think this team is built to be a champion. Unfortunately,
this last push is what separates the contenders from pretenders. And unfortunately, in this case, it kind of is appearing like the Rangers were pretenders.
Yeah.
And because they're not finishing strong, they're not doing what they have to do to set themselves up for the playoffs. Yeah, I know it hurts. Bro. But we go through this every season. At least this year, we looked like we were going to do something instead of just being one of the worst teams in majors like last season. So it is what it is, bro. Maybe they make a late push. Let's not give up hope on them yet. Let's give them a couple more weeks. Let's see how the series, let's see how they finish up strong today, and then the series with the Astros go, and go from there. Don't put the expectation so high. It is. I agree with The Rock. That offense makes no sense. You lead the league in runs scored, and then you turn around the next month and you can't put up 3 runs to save your life. And even when they do, they end up letting teams come back, tie it up, and go to extra innings.
Oh,
and
one
lose.
second. I forgot about something real quick. Go ahead and talk. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Well, all I want to say is that the Rangers started out so hot this season, and everyone had this idea that, oh my gosh, this is the real deal. This team is legit. They're putting up runs. They can score. They got pitchers. They ran out of gas. It's all it is. They've just run out of gas. So in order for them to make the playoffs at this point, they need to win today. They need to take 2 of 3 from the Astros, and they need to finish the season strong to even have a shot of getting into maybe the wild card spot. Seattle got hot. Houston's been playing pretty good. It's a tough division to win in. But the Rangers have the pieces, but they got to get everybody clicking at the same time. You can't expect for Scherzer or Montgomery or any of the starting pitchers in that rotation to go 8 innings every single game. It should never be on your pitchers to have to throw 8 innings a game to give you a chance at winning. You should have a decent bullpen that can carry you once you get the lead, and you got a guy that pitches 7 or 8 shutout innings. You shouldn't be expecting that much from them to come out in the 9th and close it out. And we can't for whatever reason.
Guess what I got in the mail the other day from our boy, Tommy Locke?
What? Oh, man.
The Bet Online survival book. So let's go ahead and read what this has in here. Now, we have regular season wins for the NFL. You ready for this shit?
Yep.
All right. Let's start with the Arizona Cardinals. The over-under wins for the Arizona Cardinals is 4.5.
Give me the under.
Yeah. Atlanta Falcons over-under win is 8.5.
Give me the under.
Ooh, okay. Baltimore Ravens 10.5.
Give me the over.
Buffalo Bills 10.5.
Over.
Carolina Panthers 7.5.
Under.
Chicago Bears 7.5.
Over.
Bengals 11.5.
Ooh, I think 11's about where they're going to finish. Give me the over.
Browns surprisingly 9.5.
Under.
Yeah.
Under.
Dallas Cowboys
Over.
9.5.
Over.
Under. Denver Broncos 8.5.
They finished with 8 wins.
Lions 9.5.
Under.
Packers 7.5.
Under.
Ooh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Texans, you talked about them earlier, 6.5.
They were going to do it at 3.5. I'd take the over. But, give me the under.
Colts 6.5.
Under.
Jaguars 9.5.
Over.
Over. Yep, I agree with that one. Chiefs 11.5.
Over.
Yep. Raiders 6.5.
Over.
Chargers 9.5.
Over.
Rams 6.5.
Over.
Dolphins 9.5.
I think they finished with 9. I can take the under. I know that's a tough one. I like Miami, but give me the under.
Vikings 8.5. They must not have a lot of noon games.
Over.
Patriots 7.5.
Over.
Really?
Yeah.
You like the
Give me
Patriots? Okay.
A little bit.
Saints 9. Even
Over.
9. Okay.
Over.
Giants 7.5.
Over.
My Super Bowl favorites, Jets
Eagles.
9.5.
Over.
Yeah. Eagles 11.5.
Under.
Oh, of course you would, you son of a bitch.
You love the Eagles so much.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Steelers 8.5.
Over.
Yes, I like that one. Niners 10.5.
God, that's tough. Over.
Seahawks 8.5.
Under.
Wow, not giving the Seahawks any love, huh?
It's Geno Smith.
Bucks 6.5.
Way under.
Yeah, Baker. Titans 7.5.
They're gonna win that division. Give me the over.
And the Commanders 6.5.
Over.
Okay, I like that. Here are your odds to win the NFL MVP. You ready? The favorite to win the NFL MVP is going to be Patrick Mahomes at plus 600, followed by Joe Burrow at plus 800. Josh Allen. Yep, Josh Allen.
Where's Dakota Rain?
He's not even on this list, bro. Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, fly Eagles fly. Trevor Lawrence.
They got Herbert over Hurts as far as the.
Yeah, Herbert is plus 1,000.
Wow.
Jalen Hurts is plus 12.
Wow,
Plus
that's
12.
surprising.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is plus 1,200. Tua, brother, he's on the list, plus 1,800. Followed by Aaron Rodgers at plus 1,800.
Way too fucking low.
You might want to take that bet,
like
man.
that.
You might want to take that 1,800 plus.
Give me 1,000 on Aaron Rodgers on that one, bro.
And then
Seriously.
Justin Fields at plus 1,800.
I'm telling you, brother, watch out for them Bears this season.
Here are the odds to win the Super Bowl. Okay.
Saints.
No. The Chiefs, of course, the favorite to win the Super Bowl at plus 650.
Is it Bengals and Bills or Bills and Bengals?
Followed by Fly Eagles Fly at
Good
plus
God.
700. Bengals at plus 800. The 49ers at plus 800. The Buffalo Bills are plus 1,200 to win the Super Bowl.
That's a nice little safe bet, man.
Followed by the Dallas Cowboys at
plus 2,000.
1,400.
Give me 100 on the Cowboys.
The Jets
Yeah,
are plus
right.
1,400.
I'd take my chances with the Jets over the Cowboys.
Yeah. The Dolphins are plus 1,800.
No.
Not going to happen. Chargers, Ravens, Jaguars, Lions,
No.
Seahawks, yada, yada, yada. And it all goes down to the last place, Buccaneers. If you want to put $100 on the Buccaneers,
100 million to 1.
They're plus 15,000 to win the Super Bowl.
Give me $1 on the Bucks.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Bijan Robinson is the favorite at plus 275, followed by Bryce Young at plus 400.
I can see Bijan, but not Bryce Young.
And then my boy Anthony Richardson plus 550 to win the offensive rookie.
Bet.
CJ Stroud plus CJ Stroud plus 900. The one I'm looking at here, man, and I think you may want to keep an eye on, Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
Plus 1,600. Plus 1,600.
It's not a bad play.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Will Anderson is the favorite at plus 300, followed by Jalen Carter at plus 700. Tyree Wilson, 750. Devin Witherspoon at plus 900.
Okay.
I like this
All right,
little.
not bad.
Here we go. Back to college football. Here we go. Right here in the Tommy Lock sent Bet Online handbook. Hey. The favorites to win the championship in college football. Of course, Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, there you go.
Plus 260. The Alabama Crimson Tide at number 2 at plus 700. Ohio State at 750. The LSU Tigers at plus 1,000. Those are your top 4 to make the playoffs.
I like that LSU play.
I do too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a different team this year. We talked about it earlier on, remember? I think it's going to be a different team. I don't think it's going to be an Alabama or Georgia this year.
Yeah. Michigan, Clemson, USC, and Texas, followed by Florida State and Penn State are your favorites.
Well, they love this in Florida State this year.
They do, man. Florida State's plus 2,200 to win. Texas is plus 1,800 to win.
I'm kind of excited to watch that LSU and Florida State game today.
Yeah, I am too. It's going to be.
I want to see what all the hype's about. They both are ranked and they both are getting a lot of love. So I kind of want to see how this goes down, man. Like
odds to win the Heisman. Who do you have favorite? This should be.
It's got to be a USC quarterback.
Yeah, Caleb Williams plus 550. Jaden Daniels at a LSU is plus 900, and then Quinn Ewers at a Texas plus 900.
That's your top 3, man. At least for now.
Yeah. So this is a little cool little book here that old Tommy Lock sent, and thank you, Tommy. It's a little handbook here. So there we go.
Right on.
Football's here, man. It's started, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's exciting. We really did have a great time at TCU.
Absolutely, bro.
I just wish that it wasn't such an oven box up there. I did see that they had, what was it? 5 heat related incidents at the game yesterday. We saw a couple of ambulances driving by us.
Yeah, one of them was Urban Meyer.
One of them was Urban Meyer.
He said he didn't want to do this whole show thing anymore. So
he faked a heat stroke to go to ESPN.
I gotta get off the set. Here live with us for the new CBS breakdown is Urban Meyer. I feel better.
I feel better at ESPN behind this desk of air conditioning. Jesus.
Oh, just fake his way out of there. Oh, God, I gotta get a divorce. I gotta get out of this marriage. It's messing up my health.
Feel a lot better now.
Hey, we'll groove with this young lady. Woo! That's right. I like Urban. He's a good guy. A lot of people like him.
I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. Hope you guys take some notes, get some money in your pocket. I'm going to try to get a hold of Tommy Lock next week and see if he wants to put some bets down for us. Give us a little bit of a Tommy Lock, I don't know, like a Tommy Lock 30-second, here's your picks, your guaranteed picks of the week to make you money kind of thing. We'll see.
Hey, the guy's crazy, but man, he does throw out some really, really nice picks every once in a while.
He does.
Hey, and all the cool, last year we were hot, bro.
Yep.
Last year, finishing the last 4 or 5 weeks, we were crushing it, and I plan on carrying that over into this season. So we joke around a lot, but what we're saying is facts, man. We know the winners, okay?
Somewhat.
No, we know the winners. Shit.
Thank you to you guys out there that keep posting us up, man. Especially the last 3 weeks when we just skyrocketed up as far as views go. We're really appreciative of it. If you could just tell your friends, let them know about us. Like us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Twitch. It's all right down there. Scan the QR code up there at the top as well. It'll take you right to our links to everywhere you need about the Sports Bras. Also want to thank my boy Perry over there at Thunderstruck Roofing and Mark at Alpha Truck Outfitters for always sponsoring the show. So thank you guys, and let's get ready for some damn football. Keith, you got anything else to say before we head out?
I'm gonna say, hey, if you're gonna weigh some money down today, LSU, man. Take LSU. LSU plus LSU minus the 1.5, bro. LSU is going to roll. Watch Florida State end up coming out beating the shit out.
Well, with that said, Keith, send us on home, man.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to another awesome edition of the Sports Bras.
Never ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can't hide.
Unless you're Urban Meyer.
Unless you're Urban Meyer, faking a heart attack to get out of a contract.
I can't mom and take.
We'll see you guys next week. Adios!